Okay. I almost think I'm doing an ASMR or something. Thank you. About a minute and 30 seconds. About 30 seconds. Okay, if you're at the channel message, someone is going to show you how they deal with trash in the most polite way. All right. I do have channel messages. I don't know how this is going to line up with the channel message, but I'm just gonna jump into it. Okay, so the first channel message I have is the most evil players in NFL history. All right. Um, this could also be based off of that new movie Him. I also have a message from like 2021. It's an Aries reading. It's called God Body, and it's in parentheses. It says I'm Him. Okay, so after this video, watch that video. So the first message I have is CTE, which is a neural disease caused by repeated head impact or trauma. So in football, they get hit really hard. I was also thinking, just to like put things into, I guess, relation to us regular folk, on Kai Cenat's stream, they do like this game where they wear a helmet and they hit them with a noodle. And a lot of people, when they play that game, like I be seeing clips of it on TikTok, they be like knocking them out. So only imagine how that is with someone running full force at you. Imagine how hard, imagine how much that hurts. All right, but like I said, CTE, which is a neural disease caused by repeated head impact / trauma, it causes aggression, explosivity, paranoia, anxiety, and memory loss. All right, and then I wrote down a whole bunch of NFL players that are evil. All right, so the first one we have is Antonio Brown. He played for the Raiders and the Patriots. 2025, I didn't know about this, but he was convicted, or I don't know, being convicted of attempted second-degree murder. He's also has other charges like domestic violence and battery. We have Aaron Hernandez, which played for the Patriots. There was a body found in his home. All right, we have O.J. Simpson. Okay, we all know the O.J. Simpson. All right, 2 counts of murder, but he got away with it. We have Randall Woodfield. He played for the Packers and the Chiefs. Serial killer, rapist, and kidnapper. We have Philip Adams, which played for the 49ers and the Falcons. He killed his doctor and four other people. Okay, we have Javon Belchers. He played for the Chiefs. He killed his girlfriend and himself. All right. We have Anthony Smith. He beat a man and shot him, and then I think 2 years later he killed two brothers, and he is like serving 3 life sentences. He played for the Raiders. All right. There's a lot more, but like the video that I was watching where I was getting all this information from, like I just couldn't finish it. So, um, yeah. All right. So let's jump into it. All right. So hold on. I'm trying to see if there's any team. The Raiders, multiple people on here. The Chiefs, multiple people on here. Yeah. And I want to say the Patriots, multiple people on here. All right, so we have hidden trauma. All right, so that's why I mentioned that CTE. All right, so it's causing athletes to become very aggressive. But if you didn't know, like people who play football in specific, we're not talking about any other sport, they tend to be violent. Like a lot of people, a lot of men in the NFL are physically violent, period. All right, so that's one thing. So let's keep it going. So a lot of these men are they commit domestic violence, period. And then you have that one player who was like, they're just violent. That he has, I forgot his name, but he was like fighting the dogs. Him. All right, we have pretty privilege. All right, so someone's getting away with their crime, O.J. Simpson, because they're gifted. All right, the pretty privilege, I'm going to take that as like someone that's gifted at what they do. I know that Antonio Brown, he like argues with police, he argues with his coaches, he cusses them out. All right, he tells people constantly that they're not doing their job. But at the same time, he donates to the police force. And so it's interesting. A lot of these celebrities, they do donate to the police force and the police academy. They give back to those so that when they do get in trouble, it doesn't cost a lot to get them out. All right, but we have pretty privilege or gifted privilege. All right, and we have police involvement, like I said, and then we have grooming, and I'm not doing that. Poisoned. Yeah, so that's that CTE. All right, so I'm just like, just imagine like how it feels for someone to be running at full force and smash dead ass into you. Like, so, it will take the wind out of you. Like, you really have to be trained specially for this. That's that grooming energy. I know in the movie Him, that movie is about practically grooming someone to be in the NFL, to be the GOAT. All right, I know I didn't watch the movie, but I know at the beginning of the movie, he got hit by a man in a goat's head. And I think at the end, towards the end of the movie, it's not a spoiler alert because I never seen the movie, but I seen like little clips. He has to, the other character, Marlon Wayne, to become the GOAT. All right, so yeah, someone is being groomed, all right, to be violent or to be the best or to be evil or to be aggressive, period. All right, yeah, we have breeding. Okay, so yeah, and by the way, these people make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. I know that I was doing Antonio Brown. One of his contracts was like 48 million or something like that. for 5 years, and I don't know how much it was because he got someone, I don't know who it is on here, but someone else, they got offered like a, I think it was Aaron Hernandez, I don't know though. They were offered like a 20-year deal, so they're going to be playing football for the next 20 years. So just imagine how much money they're making. Just imagine. All right. Yeah, Michael Vick. All right. Yeah, he used to rock. All right, the he used to rock is like, I've done this before. So if someone's committed a crime, they're gonna do it again, just period, because they're getting away with it. If someone has a fly ass mouth, they're gonna continue to have a fly ass mouth because they're getting away with it. All right. We have endangering life. Yeah. So this game is very dangerous. Like, and it's so crazy because so much money is put into the NFL, especially the Super Bowl. Like they bring out these celebrities, Usher, Beyonce, Michael Jackson, like what the hell? And then the commercials, the Super Bowl commercials, just imagine how much money is being put into Super Bowl commercials because so many people are watching them. Like, for your commercial to be played during the Super Bowl, I'm almost 110% positive that you have to put a lot of freaking money up. All right, shout out to Texas because we're very football based. So I'm really in my Texas energy right now. All right, shout out y'all. All right, and then we have one more, dissociative amnesia. So yeah, that's the CTE as well. All right, that is the memory loss part. So losing your memory. All right, one of these people murdered their doctor, and I'm not sure why. All right, that's very strange. All right, so let's just keep it going. All right, we have the moon card. The moon card is something that's very occultic. This just reminds me of that new movie, Him, because I know that Jordan Peele produces very occultic movies, which means they have a lot of symbolism in it. All right. So just keep that in mind. Something is very occultic. This industry is very occultic. It's a lot of hidden symbolism, even to whereas like who's winning the games, the stats, the statistics of each players, the numbers of each players, where the players are being transferred to, like, oh, like we're gonna pick up this person, we're gonna drop this person, da da da. All right. We have the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So for me, to me, the Page of Swords is sitting on the bench. I don't know why I'm getting that in this reading. Like someone is being benched. Like they made the team, but they're being benched. So the message is, I'm going to show you how I deal with trash. So someone's going to give them the opportunity. Someone's going to give someone the opportunity because they were bred, groomed for it, but they're going to be sitting on the bench. And to me, I feel like benching is really for the NBA. I don't know why, but benching is really for the NBA. Not even going to cap. But I really don't see many people getting benched in the NFL. Men, if you're watching this, let me know. But yeah, so someone's going to get benched. All right. So yeah. All right, we have the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. With the Four of Pentacles, first of all, I'm channeling highlights because for some reason, as I'm pulling these cards, only certain cards are like popping out. So I'm definitely getting highlights. So I heard a quote and it was like, the devil chooses you when you're a child. He doesn't start when you're an adult. So just saying that, just let that be known. But I'm getting highlights, like highlights from high school and highlights from college. So college and high school is very significant. I was also getting with the Four of Pentacles, these are like 4 rings, like the rings that they get when they win the NFL, like they win the Super Bowl, the rings that they have. So yeah, I'm not sure if any of these people on this list have rings. I don't even know like who's like the most popular on this list. I want to say OJ Simpson may have a ring or something like that, but I'm not sure. All right, but I'm definitely getting the rings are significant. All right, don't think that the rings don't mean anything. The rings mean something. The rings are also, if you think about it, when you're in high school, you know, those little packages that you get when you're a senior, like you're in the 12th grade, and you can get like class rings. It's the same thing. Like they look exactly the same. I remember when I was in my 12th year of high school the last year, and there was like a whole bunch of rings. There was like some of the rings were like huge, like they look like football rings. It's the same thing, so be wary of that. All right, so this doesn't just start like when you're an adult. This shit is starting like as a kid. Like when you're in high school, you're like what, 15 through 18, so you're still a kid. All right, I really think you're still really considered a kid till you're like 25. All right, so yeah. And even then, depending on who you hang around, like if you hang around a whole bunch of old people, you could be 26, 27, 28, and they'll still call you like kid. They'll still consider you a kid. So I don't know why that's significant, but that's significant. All right. We have the Strength card, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah. So someone's taking out their anger on their like family. So like the girlfriends, I don't really see people like abusing their kids, but like a lot of domestic violence with their girlfriend. I don't know if that was an NFL player, but I seen on TikTok. I don't know if this I don't know if this is like, I don't know if this is an NFL player, but this girl, like they were outside and like on a like in an apartment, and he was like literally choking her. She lost consciousness. It was like recorded on somebody's Ring camera. And then the Ring camera was like following them like everywhere. Like that shit was crazy. But with the Strength and the Five of Wands, the Strength is here. Strength is like, you have to have a lot of strength to endure this, like game after game after game after game. That's probably why they paid them so much, because they're actively hurting themselves for entertainment, basically. Same thing with boxing. Boxers get beat the fuck up for entertainment purposes, but the Five of Wands is here. So to me, the Five of Wands with this football type of energy, this is definitely like smashing into people. And it's so crazy because it's like damn near getting into a car crash, head on collision. That's really what it is. It's like almost getting paid. You know how like people get into car crashes and then they get paid compensation for getting into the car crash? This is exactly what this is. This is like someone getting into a crash. Like girls, go put on a helmet. I remember one day I don't know if I was in high school. My guy friend, we were playing, and he just ran into me like as hard as he could. I literally, my breath, like I lost my breath. That's never happened to me before. So I just want you cannot imagine how hard this shit must hurt. And them helmets, I don't think them helmets are really like, I think that shit hurts. Like I really do think that shit hurts. But I think they get immune to it. I don't know. But mind you, with the Knight of Cups coming out, this is the build, because the Knight of Cups is on the horse. Like NFL players are like, they're built like fine as hell, but like they're like, you know, like built like muscles, back, like they're, you know, they real built, like they cut like that, like literally, like it's nice look, but I don't know. All right, we have the Queen of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Empress card. All right, so this could be something that you're like learning because you are dating an NFL player. Like maybe you're dating an NFL player and you're keeping out a secret, or maybe an NFL player is coming towards you. All right, there is a reason why the NFL is being highlighted right now. I'm not sure, but for them to, they could have made a movie about any other sport ever, but they did the NFL. And I'm sure that's not the first NFL movie, but Jordan Peele is a beast. Like when I tell you Jordan Peele is a beast, that's one of my favorite producers. I mean, my favorite like screenwriters, him and the guy, I always forget his name, the guy that made Black Panthers. To me, black screenwriters, oh, and Tyler Perry, duh, but black screenwriters, they take the cake. But Jordan Peele is more horror, thriller, suspense. I just love him. He's like the best. And I feel like he really knows his shit. Like, he knows his shit. All right, so yeah. And then in that movie, Marlon Wayne, I haven't seen Marlon Wayne in a movie in a long time. All right, but oh my God, this is all connecting. Okay, so I was watching this video about Tupac and Biggie, right? And they were saying how there's an interview about Marlon Wayne. I don't know if it's Marlon Wayne because it's three of them. It's like three or four brothers of them, right? But I think it was Marlon Wayne. Marlon Wayne, literally, he said in an interview that he was there 20 minutes before Tupac died. Like, he talked to Tupac 20 minutes before he died. And then he said that he talked to Biggie too 20 minutes before he died. Then there's a picture with Biggie and Tupac, like Biggie and Tupac, the only picture that I think they have together, and Marlon Wayne is in the back twisting his fucking hair. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy that, like, that's just so random. Like, Marlon Wayne, like, just so random, but you can look it up. Yeah, I seen that before. All right, so yeah, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Star, and the Two of Wands. So yeah, someone is like shining, all right, like in the midst of a group. I'm not sure how many people it is that that are on the field at a time. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I'm not about to try to calculate that shit. But someone is like I said, highlights. Someone is being highlighted. So when you get in trouble and it goes into the media, that's still you getting more popular, getting more fame, shit like that. Also with Antonio Brown, they called him a legend. OJ Simpson too. All right. So keep that in mind. Some of these other people, you guys know them, but you may not know them, like, oh, like, whatever. All right, but yeah. I'm also getting, once these people hit, like, legend status, notice that they tend to get hurt. I don't know, what's that guy's name? Tony Romo on the Cowboys. He is a good quarterback. But, like, once he got hurt, that shit just all went downhill, you know? So I'm really getting something like that. Like, once you hit a certain phase, you get hurt. And that's in the Him movie too. Like, that he hit a certain phase and then he got hurt. Like, yeah. All right, we have the Chariot card. We have the Nine of Wands, the Hangman, and the Knight of Swords. So with the Chariot card being here, these are black cars. So the cars, they're like those big SUVs with it's an all black car that celebrities ride in. Really getting something like that. All right, limousine services, something like that. Vehicles are significant. All right. So of course, this is like Mercedes, BMW, Honda, Chrysler, Ford. Okay, they may be sponsored by the NFL. I'm not sure. All right. We have the Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Swords. And this Four of Swords, this person is like literally, this is like the perfect depiction. This person is laying down, but there's a helmet right next to them, and they're like laying down. They look like a skeleton, like they're like dead. So someone's like resting up, but it's like someone feels like they're dying. So like the recovery phase for something is very harsh. Really getting that. I'm also getting when these players are injured, like on injury reserve, which is what I forgot to write down was injury reserve. They're getting fined, by the way. Like if you like, I know Antonio Brown, I was like doing some research and he was missing like practices and stuff, and they were fining him like $15,000 for a missing practice, or $15,000. Like they get fined, by the way. So really getting that. All right. All right, we have the Four of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. With the Four of Wands, this is your lineage, but this is also is it called JUCO colleges? JUCO, you know, like it's not, it's like secondary colleges. It's not like the first college. You know, also in high school, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if this is just in Texas, but you have the 5A, you have 4A, 3A, 2A. I know my school when I was in high school is 5A, which is like, I don't know how many like ranks it is. I think it's only like 6. So we're like 5A. So like depending on like what your rank is, like whether you're 5A, 4A, that depends on how good you are. It's also like rumored, like in Texas, like they recruit people in high school. So like you'll go to like another school's football game, and that person will transfer schools to be on the football team. It's a real thing. That's a real thing. But that's the thing. Also, Samoans, people always say that like in Texas, they feed their kids steroids. All right, so Texas could be significant, but they say that a lot. We always hear that growing up. Like in Texas, they're like, yeah, y'all feed y'all kids steroids so that they can be good at sports. But this could be something about steroids as well. All right. We do have the 9 of Pentacles. I think steroids are illegal though. It's not legal to do steroids. All right, we have the 9 of Pentacles. All right, we have the 8 of Pentacles, the World, and the King of Swords. Yeah, someone's getting more and more skilled at enduring pain. Like someone really knows how to endure pain. So that's that dissociative amnesia. So it's like someone smack you one time, you're like, damn, you smacked me. Like, you know, you may be in shock, but then like someone just smacks you and smacks you and smacks you. You're just gonna start taking that shit. You're just gonna be taking that shit. So I'm really getting that, like, but with this energy, like these people are really putting they're taking out their anger on the field, one, and in on their girlfriends too. All right, so I don't know. That's like more of like, what's the thing called? Like where it's like kind of like black people eat chicken and Kool-Aid and watermelon. What is it called? I don't know what it's called, but that's kind of like one of those. We have 7 of Wands. So I'm also getting like protein, like meats. So steaks, hamburgers, hot dogs, like meats. Yes, stereotype. Thank you. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which is the medallion. I just learned about the medallion. I've seen 3 people with the medallion. This is what the medallion is. So, you know, like rappers and celebrities, they have chains. Like they get like those chains with the diamonds on them. But there's certain people who have the circle chains, like the circle chains, the medallions. I've seen NBA YoungBoy, he has a medallion. Tupac Shakur has a medallion. Funny Mike has a medallion. It's only certain people that have a medallion, and the medallion is significant of like, I feel like it's like significant of being the best of your time. Like I think the medallion is like a goated symbolism. So pay attention next time. Like next time you see like an artist or like somebody, look at their chain, the medallion. Because even like Funny Mike, I know he's not like an artist or anything, but like what he does in this YouTube shit, that nigga kind of like, he good as fuck at that shit. Like, do you see how many views he gets, subscribers he gets? Like, that nigga is on, like, for real. So the medallion is significant, but this is also significant of the rings in the NFL. All right, we have the 6 of Swords. All right, this is also like when people get hit, like, you know, when you get hit, like somebody ever hit you so hard where like you lose, like you can't hear, right? You can't hear. I think like that's a thing. Like, you know, like imagine getting hit so hard, like full force, your ears start to ring, like you cannot hear anything. Really getting that. All right. We have the Temperance card, the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Swords. First thing I'm getting with the 9 of Cups is Gatorade, period. I know the NFL Gatorade is sponsored by the NFL, the NBA too, but the NFL, like when I think about Gatorade, I for sure think about the NFL. I don't think about NBA, I think about the NFL. Gatorade, Powerade, NFL, period. All right. Also, the telephone companies like T-Mobile, AT&T, football. All right. Ooh. Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So like I said, this is a 10-year contract. These people are paid. Like these people are paid. Like you have no idea. I know I heard one of the like people, you know, the people that are like on ESPN, he was talking about Antonio Brown. Sorry about Antonio Brown, but I had seen a video before that just like specifically about him, and then I seen the one about like everyone together. But he was saying that once you give him this money, you're going to turn him into a monster. And I'm kind of getting that. All right. Monster is energy drinks. So energy drinks could be significant too. All right. So I'm not sure if like energy drinks are like another form of steroids, but energy drinks are significant. All right. We have molestation, and we have, I'm not gonna take that, memory loss again. So we have dissociative amnesia, which is can't remember personal information, and then you have memory loss due to trauma actually came out. So memory loss is very significant. So these people, these players are losing their memories. All right. I also, what I don't know, I had read statistically that when these people are like NFL players are more statistically proven to get whatever that disease is, dementia, yeah, or Alzheimer's. Either it was Alzheimer's or dementia. All right. Yeah, we already talked about CTE. I'm not talking about CTE. We have European. All right. All right. The white black thing doesn't matter because I kind of think it's kind of equal. There's like a lot of black people in the NFL, and then there's a lot of a lot of white people in the NFL too. I'm not even gonna cap. All right. So, and them white boys, they know how to play ball. Like they know how to play ball. Like I ain't even gonna cap. Like them white boys, they know how to play football. Just period. They do. I'm not even gonna lie. Black boys do too, but them white boys know how to play football. Yeah, this person is not old enough. I mentioned that at the beginning of the reading, whereas like it just depends on the crowd that you hang around. You could be 30 years old and you're hanging around 56 years old. They're going to still see you as a child, just period. All right. Yeah, dramatized and then schizophrenic. So that is going along with the CTE thing. All right. So, yeah. And then we have the King of Cups, but someone loves the game. They love it. And then we have the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Cups. King of Pentacles is ending off the reading like it's just a lot of money. It's just too much money. Like, all right, you would get your ass beat too if somebody offered you millions and millions of dollars, or you would do it too, I'm sure. All right.